Hey loved ones, let's prepare for deep rest with this glorious stretch before bed. Taking the head over to the left side, place the left hand on the right ear, being careful not to pull your head down to the side. We're just allowing our hand to add a little bit of weight, providing a deeper, gentle stretch to the neck. And rolling your neck to the opposite side, we're going to do the same thing to the opposite side, dropping the head to the right side, the left hand providing a bit of weight for the stretch. And gently roll out your neck. Leaning your body over to the left side, allow the right arm to come just above your ear, keeping the chest open. You should feel a nice, gentle stretch in your side body. If you can't quite make it this low to the ground, you can feel free to rest your arm on a pillow or a rolled up towels or blankets, but this should be a pretty gentle stretch for just about everyone. And slowly making our way to the opposite side, we're going to lean to the right side and see if you can make your elbow down to the mat, allowing your right arm to come just up near your left ear, keeping the chest open and making sure we are deeply breathing. Coming out of the stretch, you just want to allow your knees to separate from one another. We're going to stretch our body to the left side, letting the shoulders melt down into the ground. If this is a bit uncomfortable for your hips or your knees, you can feel free to place a pillow or rolled up blanket under your hips to give you a little more space. You might feel this in your lower back, upper back, in the shoulders, and the side body. If your hips are a little tight, you might feel this there too. But either way, make sure you are concentrating on your exhale, allowing the body to relax into the stretch. And making our way to the other side, same stretch on the right side. Allow the shoulders to melt down into the mat. We should feel a nice stretch in the side body, lower back, and maybe the hips as well. Slowly rotating yourself into a modified pigeon pose. Allow your right leg to stretch behind you. You're going to shift your weight into the hand, allowing the body to fall over towards your extended leg, getting a nice stretch in the front body, the front of the hip flexors, and the TFL, and not allowing the neck to sink into the shoulders. Rolling over onto our seat, keeping the right leg extended and the left foot near our thigh. We're going to take a side stretch over our extended leg, allowing the left arm to remain extended over the head or cupping the ear with our hand. This is an excellent stretch at the end of the day for the low back, hips, and hamstrings. We're aiming to keep our chest open, which might mean you have to think about twisting toward the sky. Rolling back onto all fours, we're going to take a chest to ground stretch. And then roll forward to release our hips and hip flexors in an upward dog. Bringing our right leg forward, keeping our left leg extended behind us. We're going to take that same rocking motion toward our extended leg, coming back to center, and then taking one more rock forward, remembering to keep our shoulders away from the ears and our neck long. Rolling down to our sit bones and taking a nice stretch toward our extended leg, allowing the hand to rest on the ear or to extend over our head as our chest remains open. Breathe. Rolling down onto the center of our surface, extend your body toward the ground with legs remaining parallel to one another. Bring your right knee to your chest and allow your left hand to guide your right knee down toward the ground, aiming to keep both shoulders connected to the ground beneath you. And it's also perfectly fine if you need to place a pillow or a rolled up blanket under your knee to give your hips more space. This is a great stretch for your lower back, hips, and glutes. Using your hand to help your right leg back up, gently allow your legs to find its place back beneath you as you lift your left knee into chest and slowly twist to the right side, aiming to keep both shoulders on the ground, allowing for a nice stretch in the lower back, hips, and glute. And slowly make your way back to center. And for our last stretch, allow yourself to roll over to one side, fetal position, knees 90 degrees from the chest. Allow the top foot to stretch behind you, allowing your free arm to stretch overhead and your head to drop down toward the floor, providing a bit of a twist in the spine. You should feel a good deep stretch in the front hip. Gently rolling onto the back with knees toward the ceiling, bring the right foot to the left knee and allow the right knee to fall out to the side for a nice hip stretch. Feel free to place a pillow or rolled up blanket under the foot for the next position if it's uncomfortable in order to provide a bit more space. Taking a twist down toward the opposite side, you're just going to provide a little more space in the hip, so we will be super relaxed as we rest. Breathe. And coming back to center, gently and slowly in your own time, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Rolling over to the side in fetal position, knees 90 degrees from the chest. Allow the top foot to find its way behind you for a nice stretch in the front of the hip, allowing the top arm to extend overhead and the head to drop down toward the floor for a gentle twist. Rolling onto our back, allow the left ankle to meet your right knee, and allow the left knee to drop down to the side to provide some space in the hip. We're going to twist our body toward the right side, using a blanket or pillow under the foot if this is more comfortable for you. Allowing a little bit more space to be made in the hip and making sure we are breathing. Slowly rolling back to center, extending the legs, paying attention to the sensations in our newly stretched out body, and thinking about the amazing rest we're about to get. I hope this has been helpful for you and that you will find time to do this 7-minute bedtime stretch with me several times per week. I'm wishing you the sweetest of dreams until next time, loved one. I'm Shakara, and this is Cara Flow. Bye.